I bought it just in the market in Portobello, in London. Portobello Road. And,
how long ago?
20 years ago.
Yeah.
And
was it in a shop or on a barrow?
On a barrow.
It was on a barrow?
On a barrow. And I was looking through the pictures was in there and then all odds and sods, and I saw another picture that I was interested, and I bought the two together.
Job lot.
I wasn't really interested in the picture just because he wanted so much for the other picture, and I said,
it sounds as if you like the other one better.
I said, can I? Yes.
Well, I can tell you a bit about Harold Harvey. He's a Cornish artist from Cornwall, and he belonged to something called the Newlyn School of Painters, founded by an artist called Stanhope Forbes in the 1890s. And they painted in and around Newlyn, which is near Penzance. And so this is almost certainly the landscape of Cornwall we're looking at here. We're looking at a Cornish moor. And most of the Newlyn painters had trained in France. And so they used a strong impressionistic sort of style, heavy brushwork. And they concentrated really on scenes of country life. I think they were attracted to Cornwall at that time because it was very unspoilt, very beautiful countryside, and of course the quality of light they liked as well. Now, we found something interesting on the back of this picture, and that was this number here, this black stenciling. That's numbers used by Christie's, the auction house, to number each picture that comes in. And so by checking with Christie's, which we've already done, they said that it was part of a consignment of pictures that was sent in 1961, and some of them were sold, but not this one. This was rejected as of too little value and sent to another auction house for sale. So it was considered not valuable enough to be sold by Christie's in 1961. Can you tell me how much you paid for the picture? Or for both pictures it was?
I paid £15 20 years ago for the two pictures.
£15?
Yes.
Interest in the Newlyn School is very considerable nowadays. All the Newlyn painters are avidly collected, and Harold Harvey in particular is a well-known Newlyn School painter today, and therefore I think if you were to sell this picture now or put it in a sale now, you'd be looking at £8,000 to £10,000.
Oh God.
So well done to find that one on a Portobello barrow.
I'm very surprised because I don't know if you know Portobello.
Yes, of course I do.
There's quite a lot of antique shops around there, and how they've passed through their nets.
Well, you see, in 1961 it was possible because interest in the Newlyn School hadn't really begun at that time, and pictures of this date, you see, 1914, in the 60s were valued very little, and so you really made an extraordinarily lucky buy.
My wife wanted it out in the living room because you have it in the living room. She wanted it out. She said, "I want to decorate the room. I want all this rubbish out." And I better tell her.